like, where do you want to go with this poem? Like, what's like the main message or the emotion that you want the listener to feel at the end?
I want to become one. Look, I have another poem where I said, I want that when we get to heaven, that God
Mm,
cannot separate us one from the other, one spirit from the other. I want to become one.
yeah, it came from that desire.
Yes.
It's awesome. Now, is it meant for an actual lover or more of an imaginary poem? Like,
Um, there's not a focus on a particular person. I don't know what the focus was at that time. It wasn't so long ago. But
mm,
there's not a focus on a particular person. But if it was shared, it would be for one person, like Shakespeare's Midsummer's Day.
mhm,
That was for one person.
yeah,
So it would be for one person, but I don't have a person per se in mind right now.
yeah, yeah. That's good because that way it can be both. Uh, it can be both universal and also personal. So that way, everybody. I mean, not everybody, but like a lot more people can relate to it when it's written in that format where it can be like you can even be talking to God or to nature itself, instead of a human, and it would still be kind of applicable. I like poetry and songs like that.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah.
I hadn't
Maybe
thought of,
that's the direction. Yeah.
wow. And most of my poems that I write, I try not to write about a person, like a
Mm,
particular person. There are poems that are like dedicated to a person because they were the ones in mind at the time. But it can translate from one person to the other, so the listener can place their person in there. They
right.
have no
Exactly.
knowledge of who I wrote it for.
Exactly. That's what I mean. Yeah. Yeah. Um, and that way, for example, an atheist can relate to that poem as much as an animist or a Christian. Like like it can be more inclusive, I guess.
I never thought of making it spiritual. I never thought that is wonderful.
Hmm.
So it gives me so many different directions to go in now instead of just for a lover.
Right, exactly. Hmm.
Aw, Kundan, thank you.
You're welcome. I hope that was good feedback. Yeah.
It was wonderful feedback, my love. Thank you so much. I'm glad I came.